My 30F best friend 30F removed me as her MOH 10 minutes before the wedding. Where do I go from here? 3 months ago, my best friend asked me to be the MOH in her wedding. It was a short notice wedding, so everything moved quickly. At first, things were fine, and I was involved in the wedding process. As time went on, however, her sister seemed to become increasingly resentful of me. Despite multiple people asking her directly what her issue is, she has refused to discuss it. The general consensus among those close to the situation is that she is jealous of how close my best friend and I are. Then came the bachelorette party. Scheduling it was difficult because the bride had a busy calendar. The only date that worked required me to miss an important family event, but I felt attending the bachelorette party was part of my responsibility as MOH. I planned it, paid for accessories, the bride's expenses, and went anyway, because again, I believed those were responsibilities that came with the role. After the back party, I noticed I was being included less, and something felt off. I directly expressed my concerns and asked whether everything was okay, and whether I was still the MOH. I was repeatedly assured that nothing had changed. I was told that my involvement was being limited to avoid upsetting her sister and creating unnecessary drama. On the day of the wedding, things felt noticeably different. My best friend and the other bridesmaids, including her sister, barely spoke to me. I arrived at the venue to help set up, while the other bridesmaids spent the morning together in the bridal suite getting ready. I spent my time decorating and assisting the wedding planner. To be fair, the other bridesmaids had been helping with setup for about an hour before I arrived, and then I completed the final 4 hours of preparation. I didn't mind the work because I believed I was fulfilling my role as maid of honor. Then, about 10 minutes before the ceremony, while everyone was trying to determine the processional order because there had been no rehearsal, I learned that I would no longer be walking with the best man in the MOH position. Instead, her other sister had been given that role. The explanation I was given was that her dress was shorter than everyone else's, and it would look better for her to stand next to the bride. The problem is that they had known about her dress for over a month, and this had never once been mentioned. I was then told that I would be walking second in the procession. I believe this decision was made to avoid upsetting her sister, but it came at the expense of my feelings. During photos, both sisters also made sure I was not standing next to the bride, meaning that in no picture do I appear to be the MOH in any way. In the moment, I said nothing, and I was not going to create drama over a decision she made, even though it was hurtful. I smiled for the pictures, participated in the wedding, and attended part of the reception. Eventually, however, I had to leave, because I could no longer stop myself from crying. I am deeply hurt by the entire situation. If they had wanted her other sister to be MOH, I would not have objected. What hurts is that I asked whether anything had changed and was told that it had not. At no point did my best friend have an honest conversation with me or give me the respect of informing me that my role had effectively changed. Even if this decision was made at the last minute, being told in front of everyone moments before the ceremony was humiliating. I invested time, money, effort, and emotional energy into fulfilling what I believed were MOH responsibilities, only to find out at the last possible moment that the title and position had effectively been given to someone else. I feel as though my kindness was taken advantage of. I was allowed to continue investing myself emotionally, financially, and physically into the wedding, while important information was withheld from me. As a result, I feel deeply betrayed, disrespected, and misled. Any thoughts or commentary on the situation would be helpful. I'm trying to gather all my feelings before I speak to her.